Hello and welcome to the first mission launch of 2025. Are we excited today? I've got Matthew Edgar here with me, as always, to talk us through all the new mission products. Matt, are you excited about this?
Yeah, really looking forward to this. A great range of things. Obviously, my darts in here as well. Really been looking forward to getting these out. A lot of people have been asking for these for quite some time. They're now going to get the opportunity to get their hands on those darts. Not only that, but the range of flights that is available here within these darts, I think are incredible. I've not seen flights like these before. The textures on these darts, the designs on the flights are incredible. And I think people are going to really see a big raising quality here with these flights.
Yeah, it's almost like a new level, isn't it? It's like some of the textures on there I've never seen before. That's just in the flights. But we've got a table full of goodies here. Where shall we start? I've got the new soft tips in front of me. I've got 3 brass and I've got 3 tungsten. And you've got the steel tips in front of you. 3 brass and 5 tungsten.
I felt like, you know, the air hostess on the aeroplane there. 3 brass, 5 tungsten. You know, it's like the exits are here and here. 3 brass. Right, anyway.
Black and bronze. Love the flight. Slightly tapered at the back. I would love this dart.
Right, get over here. You knew that was coming, didn't you? You might get that reference one day.
Thanks.
Right. So the Scorpion, yeah, like you said, it's slightly tapered, not overly grippy, but you can certainly feel it in the hand there. I love the flight. I said at the start of this, the flights for me are something that really stand out. The texture.
Yeah.
Like, normally flights are smooth, but actually you can feel the texture and the changes there. It's almost see-through where the Scorpion is. Certainly when it hits the light, that is a very, very impressive flight. I love the way it's branded all the way through in regards to the colouring. That, for me, is a dart.
And I know you like the flight very much on this. That's the black and gold electroplating on the tungsten, that one. Couple of different cuts, and as normal, it's a straight dart. You can throw it in the treble already.
Yeah, it's not too aggressive on the grip, actually. It's got what looks on the eye to be quite an aggressive grip pattern, but it's really actually quite smooth. It's sort of like a mid-range sort of grip.
Mid-range grip level then, yeah. Okay, interesting.
Once again, texture. And the flights for me are something that's gone up a level here. The design of these, and it all comes through with the green and the black stem into the dart itself. Again, very nice looking dart, almost a little bit of a push point and a reference here because it's a little bit thicker at the bottom and more narrow at the top. I reckon that's something you would probably like.
Do you know what? You're absolutely right. I'm looking at it there, admiring it. My own dart has a slight scallop around there, but it then goes very, very similar taper at the front. But the green that goes all the way through it is absolutely phenomenal. So eye-catching. This new cut, it's kind of subtle, but you know it's there. I mean, on looks alone, it's a 10 out of 10. It's absolutely gorgeous.
For me, when I look at this dart, this is a dart I look at and I go, I really wish I can throw with this dart. It's the sort of dart that, you know, you look online, you look on a catalogue, you go in the shop, you see that dart and you go, I want that dart because it looks so good on my eye. That's this one, and you look at it, you go, I hope I can play with it. There is a slight adaptation here, the tapering towards the rear end, and I'm hoping I hit a 180 first 3.
Okay, well that'd be amazing, wouldn't it? But yeah, black and green electroplating, various weights available. No, the 180 didn't happen, did it? But I know you love the dart, it just perhaps isn't one for you, is it?
Well, might be.
Oh, hang on a minute. Can we follow that?
No.
No. But it's good. It's a good start, but a gorgeous looking dart, yeah?
Absolutely.
There's a lot of people out there that like red and black. You know, there's football teams, there's just red and black, there's a big thing going on. I've never seen anything like this before. Again, the colours, again, the flight. I'm almost lost for words on this.
Dart player perspective, the front of the nose is tapered in, which means it's going to make it easier to group the darts. The other thing is, although it's got some cuts in on the nose here, they're not actually very aggressive, so it's not going to start ripping the top of the flights. A lot of the time when you get this and you get some grip on the front, you start trashing your flights really quickly. Not going to be a problem here. What is even on that, Andy? That feels...
That's like a coating.
I've held a lot of darts, and I can't describe what you don't until you felt it. You don't know what I mean, but what is it?
Is it like the difference between gloss and matte paint? Is it that
good one? Yeah.
You know, it's that kind of. It just looks so shiny and.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it. 95% tungsten. We both said probably the most unusual finish we felt on a dart. It's black and red electroplated. How does it actually feel?
Sat at the table, having a look at this dart, I didn't realise there's actually a bit of a scallop in the middle.
Ah,
it's when you throw the dart, I can notice my thumb, it's very, very shallow, it's very unassuming.
A little bit of a push point then,
and
maybe?
I'm just getting my thumb, I'm not going to say push point, I'm going to say reference point.
A reference point,
because when I throw and I just pick the dart up in my hand, I can feel it there. So just a very shallow reference point in the middle of that dart.
And I tell you what, the light's picking up the colour there, the red, the volcano, and it's super narrow at the front. It tapers right in at the front. That is a 180 machine, that dart. It really is.
This one spent some time in the machine. I reckon it's been in and out and in. That's probably at least 4 or 5 times through a machine at least. That is absolutely incredible. Different cuts, different lines, different colours. I mean, on the eye, I said earlier as a magpie, that does it for me.
Yeah, so Horus, you're absolutely right. In and out of the machine several times. The gold and black, I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. A little bit of knurling at the back, cross cuts. I mean, and do you know what I like about this? Is we've not gone over long with it. I've seen a lot of straight barrels now where there's lots of cuts and colours, but they're really long, and I don't like a long barrel. This is just the right length for me. I'm desperate to have a throw with that. Again, the attention to detail on the flight's immense. This is a premium dart. Lots of colour, lots of cuts going on. Any reference points on it, or how's it feeling?
With the different cuts, it allows you just to feel for that dart. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of the time people look for scallops as reference points. But the grip pattern can do that for you as well, just by simply changing how it feels in certain areas. And we've got a different pattern towards the back as we do the front, and obviously you know you've gone too far because actually the stem's the smoothness of that comes in. So if you do grip to the back, you do have that habit of sliding backwards, and there's such a sort of instant stop.
Yeah, and what I liked about it, slightly shorter, isn't it, than a lot of the barrels we're seeing these days where we're getting longer and longer. This one's slightly shorter. Is it right on cue? Almost a 180 from Edgar. They might be going home with you then. You might take the wrong ones home.
If you want a dart that pops, this is the one for you. I mean, if you saw Lakeside when I played for about 5 minutes before I got beaten, you would have seen these darts on that stage, and the way they looked, the way the flight, everything just popped. The colours on this are incredible. That, as well with the design, I love, obviously. It's a dart design for me. And I find that this is very suitable for different people. If you grip at the front, you're going to get a more aggressive grip. If you're like me and you grip at the back, much more smooth. You get that nice, clean release while still feeling something in your hand as well. And then it also gives you that grip reference point, because actually having 2 different grips, 2 different feels, and with a smooth band in the middle, this is one of those darts. People always say, how do you grip a dart in the same place every time? People often use scallops, which changes the integrity of the dart. This is a straight barrel dart that you can just literally feel in your hand, and you can move it around, and you know you're in the same place every time, because there are so many different reference points with those grips. That's why this is your must-buy dart, your bestseller. Go get it now. This is a great dart. I mean, this has to be the nicest dart I've ever thrown. The quality of the tungsten is like nothing else within the range. The design is amazing. Perfect for every single player out there. I really like the coral coating. I like the colours. Everything about, I mean, the grip.
Tell me about the 2 different grips, because I know it's unusual in that it's different front to back. So I know there's lots of grip on the front, isn't there?
Yes.
That you like, but not very much on the back, because you're more an arm thrower. So if you're a wristy thrower like me, and I might have a go in a minute, I don't think I'd be able to throw this dart because I rely so much on a scallop to push from the back. If you don't need any of this, I mean, through the air, absolutely delightful. Are you going to let me have 3?
I think I should, because everyone should have a throw of this dart. It's absolutely amazing, really well priced as well. I think this is.
Let's have a go with the Edgar dart. Oh my goodness.
So everyone's been at treble 20s.
I'm at a treble 20 with an Edgar dart. So while we're at it, Matt, there's 3 new brass darts as well. Now, I know this is not something that you and I would throw, but we do know there's a big market for brass, and brass is getting even a little more exciting than what it used to be. So we've got 3 new brass ranges here, all quite interesting, and I know there's one of them you're a fan of, the Flight Again.
Yeah, you said things are getting a bit more interesting now, aren't they? I mean, I can't remember seeing, I mean, I'm not the biggest equipment connoisseur in the world, but I can't remember seeing a scallop in a brass dart before. That one is something quite new on me.
Yeah, and really eye-catching, the Phantom, the eyes on there. I think there's a lot of people going to be interested in that pop. So there's the 3 new brass ranges, which are called Phantom, Rogue, and Jarvan. I know it's something a lot of people now are keen to punch their flights, put the little rings in, so the flight doesn't keep popping off. I know you're a big fan of nylon flights, so available in every colour, it seems.
There's always an argument, isn't there? And I think it's a lot of personal preference. At the moment, I don't think there's enough pros and cons to go either way round. Do you use a folded flight or do you use a moulded flight? But those people that use a moulded flight tend to like it because the flight doesn't pop off.
Yeah.
If you're still someone like myself who prefers a folded flight, now what you can do is you can use your flight punch, you can put your ring inside, so you get the benefit of that locked flight without having to switch to the moulded system if you still prefer the folded flights.
Yeah, and heavy duty as well. So I know these have been rigorously tested to make sure they stand up to punching as many flights as you need to do. I've noticed darts keep passing in front of my eyes there, Matt, and now would be probably a good time to talk about this, wouldn't it? So it's the new Mission desktop dartboard, complete with surround and 6 darts, 2 sets, so you can have a game. Imagine this on your desk at work. I don't think you get much work done trying to hit a 180 on a desktop dartboard, but I did notice you missed the board with 2 of them, so is that a bit like your normal darts these days, is it?
Unfortunately, it's probably more like the truth, yeah.
It's got a stand and everything. Stand fits on the back. There is a screw,
Yeah,
by the way.
really well,
I just haven't, I didn't put it together properly. The screw goes through there, holds it in place, sits on your dartboard. Got a lovely little surround around it as well. 2 sets of darts. I think that is a brilliant gift. For the dart player and you don't know what to get them, that's a great little gift, that.
Do you know where else that could be useful? I don't want to do this now. Right. Right, here we go. On the toilet.
On the toilet.
Yeah, now you've seen this, you know, I've had it loads of times at Christmas where you've got the little basketball hoop, the fishing set. Now we've got a dartboard set.
But if you're on the toilet, how do you go and retrieve your darts?
You just have to buy more. This is something that I really draw my eye to. Now, when I've been playing local league darts, you'd go to a venue, the board won't always be right, the wall may be at a different angle, so the board doesn't sit square. So what we'd do is we'd break up loads of beer mats and we'd pack them in beside the back of the board. Now, we do have the dartboard wedges, which is another Mission product that we can use. But this is something that actually attaches to the board rather than it being an external product I have to remember to take with me all the time. This is interesting.
The dartboard stabilizer kit screws in the back of your dartboard, and then you can adjust it to, like you say, if the wall's not straight or not level, or maybe you've not put the screw in far enough, or whatever, this will tighten your dartboard to the wall, keep it nice and in place. Simply then just untighten it, turn your board, tighten it up again, dead easy. It's kind of
functional.
functional.
Andy, we've both been working hard over the festive period. You've come up with some new points and so have I. Shall I show you my new points?
Very good, yeah. Yeah, very good. Yeah, I like it.
Have you got any?
I have, actually, yeah. I've got the new mission in conjunction with Caliburn points. So those of you that have got the Caliburn system, and this is only a small selection, by the way, there are loads of different lengths and designs. So the Caliburn Evo point system, you can put in any dart pretty much. And once that's fitted, you can screw a point in, you can unscrew it, you can change your points. If you go to a venue, you want a longer point, short point, different colour, whatever you want to do. Mission have now got a range of Evo points.
Getting on an aeroplane, take them out before you get on.
Oh, brilliant.
Does your darts.
Yeah, brilliant. But I tell you what, looking at some of the colours and designs here, Matt, you know me, I'm not a person that changes my points, but if you do change your points, there's kind of something for everybody here. We've got finger grip, we've got board grip, long, short, black, white, coral.
And not just in regards to the functionality, like you say, the grip on the to get the bite on the board, or the grip in regards to getting a bit extra grip for your hand and for your grip of the dart, but actually quite pleasing on the eye as well, because I reckon they would look pretty nice in my darts.
New mission surrounds, Matt, embossed. What do you think about that?
Oh, is that where it is when it's bubbly like this?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's embossed. Why do you think we've put the logo there?
I'm going to take a guess that it's to help with the branding, because actually if you put this on the side, the Taurus light will get in the way, when now you can put your logo at the bottom and it all fits in nicely.
So you can have the whole thing showing your mission board, your mission Taurus and your mission logo on your surround embossed. But have we only made it in black?
You'd imagine you'd have some different colours, because, you know, if you're setting up your man cave, or if you've got a theme going on...
You can't just make it in black, can you? We have had a lot of new products to go through there. You got any favourites?
Do you know what? I think to describe this launch, I would go with functional for your accessories. They're all very useful little bits of kit. And for the darts, I would use... You've got to come up with your one word now as well. I'm going to go with glamorous.
Yeah, mine's 3 words. I say we've pushed the boundaries. You know, I think we've done different things with
one
these.
word, push the boundaries.
Yeah, well, I couldn't think
You're not very
of
good at this game, are you?
exceptional. It just isn't as good. But I just think that these...
I didn't ask you to grade it, actually to describe it. Glamorous, push the boundaries.
Exceptional.
One word game, one word association game.
Yeah, no, I've seen things there I've never seen before on a dart mat. It's as simple as that. You know, with the lava and the Horus and Venom, there's just so much going on in them darts. I know you enjoyed throwing them.
Do you know what I would like to know?
Go on.
I'd like to know what our viewers thought.
Yeah,
let us know down
absolutely.
in the comment section which is your favourite of this launch. The correct answer is the Edgar dart.